Hello, I'd like to begin this evening's match preview with just a little commendation for Luke Ayling and the rest of the lads in the defence who are trying to ensure that the team, the club, survive in the Premier League this season, especially with Luke's most notable part of the game against Arsenal, where he managed to clear a certain goal from the goal line, a goal line clearance following a defensive miscommunication and probably miss between the defence and Ilian Meslier, where Luke came round the back and managed to clear the ball just before it crossed the goal line. So well done to Luke Ayling. The reason why I say that is because I've read a lot of nonsense and I've read some really appalling things about Luke since that Arsenal game. I've also seen some videos calling Luke out, saying that his heart's not in it, he's this, he's that. He makes mistakes. Everybody does make mistakes in the Premier League. Everybody seems to have a bit of a nightmare. It seems to be a season of calamities, and Luke Ayling's just one of many, many players across the entire league who seems to have, poor touches or seems to make poor decisions during the game. But I'm sure while he's out there on the field trying his best, that he's making those decisions, believing that they are in his best interests and in the team's best interests. Start getting behind the team. Don't also forget that Luke Ayling's contributions for our Premier League survival this year are very important. Think back to the game against Wolverhampton, gets a goal there. Think about the other contributions that he's made this season and start giving the guys some words of encouragement. That's all I'd like from the other Leeds fans who seem to be getting on players' backs a little bit too much, I think, and borderline abusing them for some of the things that are happening during a game. And start encouraging the players, start giving them some good words, and start trying to be a little bit more positive, especially in post-match comments that you might be writing online. I certainly would like to see that. I'm sure that other Leeds fans would like to see that. I'm not pretending that it's some kind of cotton candy fairyland dystopia, but certainly I would like to see things to be a little bit more constructive, shall we say, when we're writing our comments and things online. So well done Luke Ayling, well done to the other lads who play in the defence for us and play a vital role into ensuring the club's survival, the team's survival, and obviously the fan survival. We want all the fans to be back there next season in the Premier League, facing Premier League opposition, and today's game against Nottingham Forest, kicking off in just a few hours at Elland Road, is no exception. Well, there are no changes according to Gracia. It looks like Nonto is still going to be out. The sprain on his ankle is a little bit worse than what they first feared, so they're going to err on the side of caution with that and give him a few more days to try and recover from it. As for Woba, it also looks like he won't be appearing for this game against Nottingham Forest. That said, however, Javier Garcia has got a trick up his sleeve quite often, and he does have a track record now of pulling surprises on Leeds fans. Let's think about the game against Arsenal, where he started with a 5-4-1 formation initially, and he did indicate during his press conference that Leeds are likely to start with a little bit more of an attacking formation for this game against Nottingham Forest. Let's have a little look at the possible lineup then. Well, I think I'd start with Meslier in net, and he'd be there unless injured. Christensen, I'd like to see Christensen given a run out. Perhaps give Luke Ayling a little bit of a rest. Koch and Cooper in the central back positions, putting Junior Firpo out on the left back position. McKennie, Strauch, Harrison in the middle of the park. I'd like to see McKennie be the little bit more of an attacking midfielder for us, perhaps showing us his attacking talents as well as his holding talents. Jack Harrison, you put him on the left midfield, but again, those could be interchangeable as the game goes on, depending on the game requirements. I'd give Rutter a start, to be honest with you. I thought he looked quite sprightly when he came on against Arsenal. Bamford and Aronson as well, I think give them time, perhaps they could form some kind of partnership. I've indicated here 4-3-3, but you might have Rutter dropping in behind Bamford and Aronson. and perhaps going sort of a 4-3-1-2 formation, or just adjusting that formation again as the game goes on. What will the outcome be? Well, I'm predicting a very tight game against Nottingham Forest. Although they've had a very poor run of results, don't write them off. They are a team just like us that are fighting for their survival in the Premier League, and we don't want to allow them to come to Elland Road, nick a point or get 3 points. So we're going to have to be very disciplined. We're going to have to keep it tight and be very cautious about not getting caught on the break, which is what they did to us back at the City Ground when we had 70% possession, and they still ended up beating us, even though they were much the worst team during that particular match. Well, I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope, whether you agree or disagree with me, that you will leave a comment. I'm also going to leave a little video recommendation up here, and perhaps one up here, maybe a subscribe button as well, for you to go and watch at your leisure or pleasure in anticipation for this game for Forest. By the way, these recommendations are from YouTube. If you enjoy the content, you want to see more from my channel, all you need to do is smash that subscribe button, press the thumb up button, and let your friends know that you've been watching my channel or watched a video on my channel, and it helps my channel grow as well. Let's hope and wish good luck to the lads tonight, marching on together. I'm sure it's going to be bouncing down at Elland Road, and the atmosphere is going to be top notch as always. I will be doing a watch along. Take care, and I'll see you there.